Navigating Turkey Visa Requirements as a U.S. citizen, a comprehensive guide. Several different types of visas are available for U.S. citizens traveling to Turkey, including tourist, business, student, and work visas. The requirements for obtaining a Turkey visa may vary depending on the specific type of visa you are applying for and the purpose of your visit. U.S. citizens may be eligible for exemptions or exceptions to specific Turkey visa requirements, depending on the duration of their stay and the purpose of their visit. The Turkey visa application process can be completed online or through the embassy or consulate of the Republic of Turkey. Start the visa application process early. Gather all required documents and information. Stay up to date on the latest requirements to increase your chances of a successful application. Professional visa services or immigration lawyers can help you prepare and submit your application and verify that your documents meet the official requirements of Turkey. Exploring your options: tourist, business, student, and more. Tourist visa. If you're planning a vacation or leisure trip to Turkey, a tourist visa is likely the best choice. With a tourist visa, you can stay in the country for up to 90 days within 180 days. To apply for a tourist visa, provide evidence of your travel plans, such as a hotel reservation or a letter from a tour operator. Also, have a valid U.S. passport with at least 6 months of remaining validity. Business visa. If you're traveling to Turkey for business purposes, such as attending a conference or meeting with clients, you'll need to apply for a business visa. A business visa allows you to stay in the country for up to 90 days within 180 days and can extend up to 180 days. To apply for a business visa, you'll need to provide a letter of invitation from a Turkish company and a valid U.S. passport with at least 6 months of remaining validity. Student visa. If you're planning to study in Turkey, you'll need to apply for a student visa. A student visa allows you to stay in the country for the duration of your studies, up to 1 year. To apply for a student visa, you'll need to provide proof of acceptance at a Turkish educational institution and a valid U.S. passport with at least 6 months of remaining validity. Work visa. If you're planning to work in Turkey, you'll need to apply for a work visa. A work visa allows you to stay in the country for the duration of your employment, up to a maximum of 1 year. To apply for a work visa, you'll need to provide a job offer from a Turkish employer and a valid U.S. passport with at least 6 months of validity. Submitting your Turkey visa application, online versus embassy, consulate. As a U.S. citizen, you have 2 options for submitting your Turkey visa application: online or through the embassy or consulate. Each option has its own set of Turkey visa requirements you'll need to meet to have your application processed and approved. Option 1. Applying for a Turkey visa online. This option is available for certain types of visas, including tourist visas, business visas, and student visas. To apply for a visa online, you'll need to follow these steps. Go to the eVisa website and click on the Apply button. Follow the instructions on the website to complete the online application form, which will require you to enter personal and travel information and upload a digital passport-style photo. Pay the eVisa fee using a credit or debit card. The fee for a single-entry eVisa is $20. And the fee for multiple-entry e-visa is $35. Wait for the e-visa to be processed and issued. This usually takes around 3 business days but can take longer during peak periods. Once the e-visa is issued, you'll receive a notification via email and can download and print a copy of the e-visa for travel. Option 2. Applying for a Turkey visa through the embassy or consulate. This option is available for all types of visas, including work visas and specialized visas. To apply for a visa through the embassy or consulate, you'll need to follow these steps. Attend your appointment at the embassy or consulate, bringing all required documents and information. Contact the embassy or consulate to schedule an appointment to submit your visa application. Wait for the embassy or consulate to process your visa application. This can take several weeks, so be sure to plan ahead and allow plenty of time for your visa to be issued. Once the visa is issued, you'll receive a notification and can pick up your passport with the visa attached from the embassy or consulate. Exemptions and exceptions to Turkey visa requirements for U.S. citizens. Here are some examples of exemptions and exceptions to Turkey visa requirements for U.S. citizens. U.S. citizens who are in transit through Turkey for less than 72 hours may be exempt from the requirement to obtain a Turkey visa if they will not be leaving the airport. Check with the Republic of Turkey embassy or consulate to verify if this exemption applies to your circumstances. It's essential to do this. U.S. citizens attending a conference or seminar in Turkey. U.S. citizens traveling to Turkey for medical treatment. If you're traveling to Turkey for medical treatment, you may be able to obtain a visa on arrival at the airport. To qualify for this exception, you'll need to provide proof of medical treatment, such as a letter from a hospital or doctor. U.S. citizens in transit through Turkey for less than 72 hours may need to present a valid U.S. passport with at least 6 months of remaining validity. Tips for a successful Turkey visa application as a U.S. citizen. Start the process early. It's essential to start the Turkey visa application process as early as possible, especially if you're planning to travel during peak season or need a specialized work visa. You'll reduce the risk of last-minute delays or issues by giving yourself plenty of time. Gather all required documents and information. Ensure you have all the required documents and information for your visa application, including a valid U.S. passport, a digital passport-style photo, proof of payment for the visa fee, and any additional supporting documents. Stay up to date on Turkey visa requirements. Keep track of any changes or updates to the Turkey visa requirements, as these can vary over time. Consider using a professional visa service if you need more time with the Turkey visa process.